Hello guys, welcome to my channel Study Pick. So today we will be discussing about pricing decision. So the contents are price, pricing, importance of pricing, factors affecting price determination, pricing approach, cost oriented, value, demand, and competition oriented, new product pricing strategy, market scheming pricing and market penetration pricing, price lining, price adjustment decision, initiating price change, responding to price change. Next we have price adjustment decision. So it concerns with discount pricing, allowance, segmented, psychological, promotional and geographical pricing. So price, it is the amount one pays for goods and services or an idea to obtain utility from acquired product. Price is paid in terms of interest, rent, fare, fee, salary and wages. Pricing, it is function of determining the product service idea in monetary terms. It includes process of getting objectives, determining availability, flexibility, developing a strategy, setting price, engaging implementation and control. It affects production, distribution and consumption of goods. Now we have importance of pricing. So to the firm there is some importance of pricing in order to product demand, revenue and profit, production planning and control, determining product mix and tools of competition. In order for the economy, pricing is essential to regulate factors of production, guide government policy, affects demand, saving and investment. Now we have to the firm importance. Product demand, when price determine the demand of product of the goods. When price is more, demand decreases and vice versa. Revenue and profit, price affects the revenue and gross profit of the organization, as total cost minus total revenue leads to gross profit. So when the revenue is more, profit is more. Now we have production planning and control. Price determine the demand and demand controls. Demand controls product planning. Demand can be controlled by price. Production planning can be controlled by demand. Determination of product mix. So price affects product mix in terms of quality, color, design, size, package, as a slight change in price leads to increase in product mix. Now if the price is not changed, product mix decreases. Now we have tools for the competition. So if the competition is increasing, they compete by reducing the price of goods. If the price of goods is less, so sales quantity increases as customer is attracted towards it. Now we have importance to the economy. So it regulates factors of production such as rent, wages, interest and profit is paid in terms of price for land, labor, capital and entrepreneurship. The price influences the factor supply of production. It guides in government policy formulation. The price helps government to formulate budget. While preparing budget, government takes basis of price. So the price determines the sales policy of the government. Now we have effect in demand. So the price of goods and services directly affects the demand. If the price is reduced, demand increases and vice versa. Affects saving and investment. So if the price is increased of products, saving decreases and investment decreases. Meanwhile, if the price of commodity decreases, saving increases, also the investment is on increasing phase. Now we have factors affecting price determination. So the internal factor is the factor which are controlled by the firm to a certain extent, such as company objectives, marketing risk and cost. Internal factors are organization factors, pricing objectives, marketing risk, cost of product and business efficiency. Meanwhile, external factors are the forces outside the firm over which a business has no control. They create difficulties in determining the price of the product. It includes competition, buyers, suppliers, economic condition and government. External factor includes product demand, competition, suppliers, stages of economy, political situation, government rules and regulation. Now we have pricing approach. So there are three approaches. Cost oriented approaches is concerned with cost plus return target and break even. Value demand is concerned with perceived value and customer value. Competition oriented pricing is concerned with going rate, price above the competition, price below the competition, and sealed bid. So talking about cost oriented pricing, so it gives special care to the cost of the product. It is divided into three classes. So first there is cost plus pricing, also known as markup pricing. So it involves fixed cost and variable cost, adding the desired profit. For example, if the cost is 15 and desired profit is 5, so the price is set at rupees 20. Now we have target return pricing. So every investor invests his capital to get the return. So it is the income expected from the investment. Manufacturer organization use this method to recover the fixed target return. For example, if total fixed cost and total variable cost is 80,000 and the target return from the investment is expected is 10% of the investment, that is 10,000, so the cost is estimated at 90,000. Now we have break even pricing. So it is the situation where the income and the total cost become equal and there is no profit nor loss. So if the sales increase, profit may increase. Its features are simple to calculate. It considers demand and cost. Some disadvantages are like it is difficult to find fixed cost and variable cost. It is not valid in real world. Now we have value demand oriented pricing. It is concerned with pricing is determined on the basis of the consumer perception, the demand intensity rather than the cost. So first there is perceived value pricing. So the business firm collects information about consumers' views, perception, experience and feeling. Price is determined by calculating average on the basis of such information. Organization uses non-price variables such as packaging, quality, images, etc. Perception is collected on the basis of different stages of the product development. Next we have customer value pricing. So the business fixes a very low price for a high quality product. The company does this in order to enhance the market share. It helps to achieve higher sales premium priced product. Now next we have competition oriented pricing. So the company sets its price chiefly on the basis of what competitors change for a similar product. Price setters does not consider cost and demand. So first there is going rate pricing. So the price of the product is determined on the basis of market price. Price is determined on the basis of competitors' price, where it is equal to the price of competing companies. Next we have pricing below competition. So it is fixing price lower than the competitor's price. It aims to attract price sensitive customer by sweeping market competitors aside. Now next we have pricing above the competition, where the price of the product are fixed higher than the competitors. It is applied for the quality product or reputed brands. Next we have sealed bid pricing. So the pricing is based on the competition. The price is determined on the basis of estimates of price competitors may offer. Price is determined on contract bid. Lowest bidder wins the contract. Usually it happens in government offices to do bid for contract. Now next we have new product pricing decision. It is the pricing strategy usually change as product passes through life cycle. It is introductory stage is challenging. The company bringing new product faces new challenges of setting the price for the first time. So there are two methods: market skimming pricing and market penetration pricing. So market skimming pricing, it is fixing more price of new product at the beginning. If the price of new product is more, the customer would be eager to buy once. Company may make fewer sales but profitable. It is effort to recover the research expenses in short time by convincing customers with a reasonable quality. Now next we have market penetrating strategies. It is determining very low price in the course of supply of new product to the market. It is done in order to attract a large number of buyers and to obtain the large market share. It is in the case of extreme competition, the policy is useful. It is not useful in limited market. Now next we have price lining. So it is a strategy of setting the number of price level with a product line to cater to the preference of different customers. So it is setting price step between the various product in a product line based on cost differences between the product, customer evaluation of different features and competitors' price. So it helps to serve various market segments without competing with product. Now we have price adjustment decision. So the company adjusts their basic price towards the customer for certain responses, early payment, volume of purchase, off-season buying, etc. It is further included as discount pricing, allowance policy, segmented pricing, psychological pricing, promotional pricing, and geographical pricing. So talking about pricing, so there are four methods. There are six pricing methods where discount pricing is concerned with quantity discount, trade discount, cash discount, and seasonal discount. Allowance policy is concerned with trade-in discount, promotional allowance, and international pricing. Segmented pricing is concerned with customer segmented pricing, product form pricing, location pricing, and time pricing. Psychological pricing is concerned with odd-even pricing, customary pricing, prestige pricing, superficial pricing. Promotional pricing is concerned with loss leader, special event pricing, cash rebates, low interest finance, and long warranty. Geographical financing is concerned with FOB pricing, uniform delivered pricing, zone delivered price, base point price, and freight absorption price. Now discount pricing, it is a straight reduction in the price on the purchase during a stated period of a time. It is allowance made to the buyers. So first there is quantity discount, so it is reduction of the price for the large volume purchase. Trade discount is concerned with reduction allowed at quoted price with the reference to the specific position enjoyed by buyers in channel distribution. Next we have cash discount. It is discount from the invoice price guaranteed to those who clear their bills within the deadlines. It is the reward to the buyers for the timely payment of outstanding amount. Next we have seasonal discount. So it is the reduction allowed over the trade discount in case of product have been used on seasonal demand. For example, discount on fans and coolers in winter season. Now we have allowance policy. It is the reduction in the price to achieve the desired profit and objectives. Promotional money is paid by manufacturer to retailers for an agreement to feature in manufacturing product. So first there is trade in allowance. So the price reduction guaranteed for turning in an old item when buying a new item. For example, it happens in bike, car, cooler resale services. Now next we have promotional allowance. It is payment price reduction to reward dealers for participating in advertisement sales support programs. Next we have segmented pricing. So it is selling a product or services to two or more customers where difference in price is not equal to difference in cost. The company adjusts the price in order to allow different customer product location. So first there is customer segment pricing. So different customer pay different prices for some product. For example, museum charges less for the students. Next we have product different from pricing. So different versions of product are priced differently but not according to the difference in the cost. For example, the tea in Nepal cost rupees 55 but it costs $2 for export. Now next we have location pricing. Company charges prices for different location even though the cost offering of each location is same. For example, cinema ticket at a balcony is expensive. Next we have timing pricing. So the firm varies its price by season, month, day, and even hours. For example, resort gives discounts at weekends. Now we have psychological pricing. So there is odd even pricing. It is rational for this pricing is that consumer perceive odd prices better. It appears less expensive psychologically. For example, 499 seems better than 500. Now we have customary pricing and going rate pricing. So it is the price which customers are expected to pay. It is priced on the basis of traditional in customary pricing. Now we have prestige pricing. So pricing is done in order to enhance the image of other product in the same product line. It is based on assumption that high priced products will be sold better and taken for good quality. Now superficial pricing is it uses deceptive markdown on the product. It is adopted by retailers to create an impression on the buyers that the product has discount offer. Now promotional pricing. It is temporary pricing below the list price, sometimes even below the cost in order to increase sales in short-run business. So first there is loss leader. So the price of few product as loss leader to attract the customer to store or shop. They will buy other item. Next we have special event pricing. So special event pricing in certain season in order to draw attention of customers. Next we have cash rebates. So manufacturer offer it to the customer who buy the product from dealer within the specific time. The manufacturer sends rebate directly, popular in automaker and industries. Now we have low interest finance, free maintenance in order to reduce consumer price. It is common in auto industries. Now next we have geographical pricing. So the FOB pricing, the product imported to Nepal from overseas are FOB. So FOB stands for free on board price, which includes freight till the product loaded on the board of the ship, plane, train or truck. Uniform delivered pricing. Same price is charged to all the customer regardless of the location. It is used where the transportation costs are minor. For example, Surya Tobacco, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, they have uniform price. Zone delivered price. So to reduce the negative impact of FOB price, this policy is used. It includes average transport cost for the delivery at various zone. It is adopted when bulk items are purchased. For example, petrol prices are different. Now we have base point pricing. So the seller selects given price at the base point and charges customer all the freight cost from the city to customer location regardless of the city. For example, RS 1000 is the base rate. If different city, then the freight cost is added. We have now freight absorption cost, where the seller absorbs all the part of actual freight charges in order to get desired business. It is used for market penetration and to hold on to increasing competitive market. We have international pricing. So it conveys market their product internationally. It must decide what price to charge at different countries. It may keep uniform price or changes according to the situation of local market condition. We have initiating price change. Organization initiate price changes to deal with the new forces within the organization or the market. Price change may be by increasing and lowering. So first there is price increase. Price is increased if the product is attractive. A small increment in the price results increase in revenue and profit. Organization initiates price increase such as inflation, new taxes, which is the price increased by VAT, over demand to manage the demand and supply, and quality as improved model. Next we have initiating price cost, where it is concerned with reducing in the price of the goods, excess capacity for extra sale and utilized capacity. In case of price war, by lowering price. In terms of market share, by reducing the price to capture the market. Recession, when the economy is slowing down, organization lowers the prices. In recession, the consumer reduce spending. We have responding to price change. Organization faces a strategic decision situation when competitors initiate price change. In organization, consider objectives and time frame of the price changes. If the price cost is expected to hurt market share, then it increase customer perceived value by twice or double promotional level. Next is improved in quality, features and product. It adds new lower price product to product line. It reduces negative effect of price attack. So thank you. That's the end of the chapter. Make sure you like, comment and subscribe. You guys are amazing. Keep reading. Also, you can get this PPT file in Word format. The link is in the description. Thank you.